So it's pretty incredible. I've had an amazing second day here, just flying all around the neighbourhood after a massive e-bike ride yesterday. And yeah, just walk out the door, climb up the hill, go for a big fly, land just down the road and run back again. It's amazing. So my first launch in Europe this year, a hike and fly from Digne. So first time flying here, but I already know my way around. Digne is down there, the parcour ridge, Pic de Couard is down that way. Out here we've got the Signal de Lure, it's about 30 k's to the west. And then we've got Authon and Auribeau, and in the gap in the distance is Bigue. Just below that is Care. That's Blayeul. I cycled around that yesterday, going to Seine and back this way. And that's the other part of the parcour ridge. Here I got my first climb. I had to scratch around a little for this. Just saw 5 chamois down there, lost sight of them now, but this is cool. They've seen me. 2-seater. Can't quite read the call sign. It's a bit faint. This is awesome. EQ, Echo Quebec. So this is the Authon, the village is behind. You can see Sisteron. La Bigue, where I started today, Blayeul, and a couple of gliders I spotted down this way before. Another glider here. And this climb just got much better. So this is Echo Golf, single seater. And I've lost the climb. He came to join me. Must be wondering what the hell I was doing. It's pretty cool how we can actually circle together. It looks like he's nice and banked over, but the climbs are not as good as it was before. He's had enough. First time I'm lower than launch after leaving launch. So that's the Gache, the Care, and Juillet is behind, Auribeau and Authon. Almost Signal de Lure. I'm in Romeo Charlie's blind spot some of the time, but I think he's seen me before. Should be able to see me now. There's 2 of them anyway. The other thing is I've got flam with this XC Tracer, so yeah, it's good that they have some kind of non-visual way of seeing me. So Care is down that road. You can go to the T-junction and then follow this past Authon and down to Digne. That's Authon, that's Auribeau. Really good climb, that one, coming from the valley wind. So now on to Auribeau ahead of me, and in the distance you can see the Cheval blanc. Auribeau. I think that's Lima 8, another glider. There's a few tracks, that's the bit that's not a road to get between Digne and Sommet. There's a village here, so it's all good up to there. Digne's just around there, that's big where I started from. And over here is the gorge, where Parcour is. So down there is Digne. And yeah, Blayeul and Cheval blanc straight ahead. Now I'm not sure, I think it's going to be hard to get from Cheval blanc back onto the parcour ridge because it's going to be pushing into headwind and it's coming from the south as well. So I'm not really sure if I want to go out that way, but otherwise they're pretty small hills and it's pretty shady, so Yeah, I think I'll just have a go, and if I can't get back I can always catch the bus. If I don't try I won't learn, will I? So Auribeau, where I flew past. Maybe this high cloud's actually good, because otherwise maybe it would overdevelop. I'm actually looking around at fields when I'm gliding, and there's a great field down there, but the approach and the air in there would be horrible. It's just a tight little valley. Side on to the valley wind. Don't want to waste too much time here now. I should be good with ridge soaring. Well, the air was too good to pass up, and there's a little windsock or telltale thing down there. So I guess it's a hike and fly launch. Nice. This is what 2 meters a second looks like. Actually, it's dropped off a bit. Best place in the world to fly, eh? So this is the second leg of the triangle, 38 kilometers from over there, and I've got to do the third leg and then finish the first leg. The shady lee of Cheval Blanc, but there is a cloud ahead. The cloud works, but I'm not seeing many other clouds. Oh, yeah, I'm in the lee of the southerly, I'm in the lee of valley wind. But some good cliffs. Just got to sneak around. Don't want to get too close to the cliffs in this situation, because the air could be mixing on the ridge. Well, things are going good again now after finding the sink on the other side of this little ridge. Lost over 1,000 feet pushing bar, but I can get it all back, I think. Got Kilo Whiskey here. Seem to be, they just turned, so I guess this is a decent place to hang around, and it's a lovely passage I like. So I'm on the Cheval Blanc, that's Kilo Whiskey there, and this is the bit I was worried about, this crossing, but given I've just managed the last crossing from down that way, I'm optimistic. San Andreas down there, and this is the parcour ridge with Digne just behind. This is a nice little tough up climb on the way to Pic de Couard. Feel like I'm on the wrong side here. I'm pushing into wind. If I can just get a little higher, it's not going to work, is it? Bugger. Maybe I should have gone onto that ridge. So I'm on full bar, I'm trying to get around the other side in the front of this, but it's actually not too bad here so far. Off we come. Yeah, I think it's going to be okay. Digne's down there, and Bigue I started this morning. Win some, you lose some. I just got some awesome lift out of this lee here, but now I'm on the windward side. So let's follow this amazing ridge, eh? And maybe I can get onto Coussons on the way back to Digne. So I've actually never flown this ridge, it's pretty cool. I have to keep an eye on these showers in the distance though. I was just thinking how at the beginning of my day the speed bar was jammed, and I fixed it after, what, 20 minutes or something after launching, but this flight would have been completely impossible without a speed bar. It's fine now, just helping me go a bit faster, but to push around leads and stuff, you'd be absolutely no chance of doing this. I've just turned around. If I get back, I think it's about 100k triangle. I was out there this morning. That was my first turnpoint, and then second one was behind Cheval Blanc. And there's a cloud that I was going for, but it doesn't seem to be doing anything anymore. And I think the valley wind should be coming up this, even though it could be coming over that. I think it'll all be going down that way, so should be good to soar on these ridges. Oh yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Well noted, this is the best climb of the day by far, and it's freaking huge. I've been flying straight for, I don't know, 30 seconds and only just getting to the edge of it now. If I am. Look at these clouds, are massive. So yeah, I'll just tag my start and then going to land at Digne and hopefully back up before it gets wet. Pretty much full tilt on the speed bar and I'm getting 73 k's. I had 74 before. I don't reckon it's going to be that windy where I land. It's just gone into shadow just behind that bridge. Just all the shade here. But yeah, I'm going to try and tag this first. There's the official site, and yeah, just started flying through a thermal. 2.8 k's to launch. So yeah, this is the col I walked up and launched from there. Don't know if I want to go back the same way on the front or just jump into the lee. That'll be the quick way to get down, I guess. It's probably not very pleasant. Well, I'm really happy with myself for this flight. It's just been awesome. I've been flying well, making good decisions. It's been a fantastic route. I think, is it always this good here? This is my first flight in the area. Well, in Digne anyway. So I'm over the back of the ridge. And it's all shady in the valley, so I don't think it'll be too windy. See some flags down there blowing. And the official landing is not too far from where I'm staying. Woohoo! And I'm staying just there. Oh, this is so fun. Had a different problem with the speed bar. The rubber thing at the front is broken, so it's tucked up behind and I couldn't get to it, but yeah, it's all good. I've made it into the paddock. We'll leisurely walk across the bridge back home. This is the little hill I went around this morning walking up. So awesome. And yeah, it's pretty rough here. I thought it would be rough, all these trees and yeah, pretty windy spot. Oh jeez, that's some sink there, some really good sink. Yeah, jeez, way to have a landing paddock. What a day out! I am so happy with that flight. That was just amazing. Amazing first flight here. And in she goes. What a day. So I started literally walking out the front door and up this gully and ridge, and then launched and flew northwest. Got a little low out there, but it was really nice flying this way. Here I wasn't sure if I'd make it back, tucked in behind Cheval Blanc, but got onto the good parcour route back to launch and landing a short distance from the house.